Hey guys, this is Crystal with Fit to Overcome, and I'm super excited to hop on today and share a little bit about how CBD can help you if you are an athlete. An athlete does not necessarily mean a professional athlete. An athlete is anyone who is moving their body on a daily basis, conscientiously, I can't even say the word, but you guys know what I mean, purposely aiming to live a healthier lifestyle. And it's a lifestyle, it's not a fad, it's not a diet, it is a lifestyle. So if you are in the gym, more than often, 3, 4, 5 times a week, then you are what I would consider an athlete. Okay, and so usually when I talk to my friends that train with me, I'm like, we train. We're not just having fun. We're putting in the work, and you guys are training like I probably would have for a fitness competition or something, because that's exactly how I instruct them to put in the work ethic. Even my mom keeps up with me, and she hates me the whole time, but she puts it in. So if you are someone who works out more than once a week, you're possibly considered more than just the average person who works out. You're considered an athlete, right? So I want to share with you guys CBD. The kind that I use, because I know there's different variations, is called full spectrum CBD, and that's what I'm referring to today in this video. So full spectrum hemp CBD oil is what I'm referring to, and the one that I choose is called Ultracell. So if you haven't already looked it up, it is actually the #1 Googled CBD in the whole country. Our company is considered to be like the Uber of CBD because we have like little to no overhead and our business is booming. Okay, so if you're interested in the business aspect of it, you can always reach out to me as well. But I want to, kind of just give a few people the opportunity to hop on, and I really want to dial in on the fact that most of us are already athletes, and you might be saying that you're not one, but if you're someone who's routinely active and lives a healthier lifestyle, you're putting in the work to be active and move every single day to get that body going, you're an athlete, okay? Consider yourself an athlete. Don't dumb yourself down and say you're not like that just because you can't do like 500 burpees. Like, who can really do that, right? So let's talk about this. What does CBD do in the body? Because a lot of people ask me this, right? So major key is it fights inflammation. And what I like to say, it's kind of like Spider-Man web. Like the minute you take CBD in your system, it's like a spider web that goes into your system and finds whatever is lacking, whatever is like overload, whatever is needing to just be chilled out. Any trauma in the body, it goes and just starts to help you go into homeostasis, which is meaning like for you to function the way you're supposed to function, right? And so it fights inflammation, it combats oxidative damage, which is huge for athletes because think about soreness, right? It improves your mood. So if you deal with like depression or just being like up and down, then it's going to make a huge difference for you. It reduces stress in the body, and stress is not just the #1 killer in America these days, because we're always go. I have to be here, I have to be there, and it's so stressful. And it's something that we can avoid, but just don't do it. So it helps with you like being chill in stress mode. Even though the stress is there, you're not letting it overwhelm you. And that's one of the things I personally can like testify to. I love it. It enhances your blood flow. So for my mom, she has high blood pressure. She's realized that she has to minimize her blood pressure because CBD is making a difference in her system. It also helps protect brain health and function. So it actually has omega-3. If you're not familiar, I always preach about omega plex, which is, what I've been taking for omega-3, and I take like 6 a day. You cannot get enough omega-3 honestly in food unless you're super duper intentional with fish and things like that. And so the thing with omega-3, you guys, is your brain itself is surrounded by liquid that is fatty liquid. So imagine if you're only having saturated fat, you're not having a balance of fats, right? And I'm not gonna be the one to tell you like, oh, you should not eat that, but really you have to make sure you get some of the omega-3 in there, which is your good fat from avocados, from salmon, from so many resources, but a lot of people just don't get enough in a day. And so then the last thing is to relieve pain. So if people have arthritis, joint pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, like you name it, it is tremendous. And that's why I'm telling you, the spectrum is so large that when it comes to CBD, before you even like start to finish your question of like, could it help with, the answer is probably yes. So let's talk about athletes in general, okay? So the number one thing is CBD will help speed up recovery and fight fatigue. The reason why is because when you work out, you put stress on your body, and you're encouraging your body to grow in muscle mass, or to get faster, to get quicker, to shed that body fat. And so this physical stress results in increased oxidative damage, and too much of that can harm your performance, obviously, in the long run. So there's got to be like recovery speeding up, and that's exactly what it helps. It helps you fight fatigue and stress in the body. Number two, CBD might help to reduce the pain in the body. What I love about it is a lot of my friends tell me they have crazy migraines, and it could be from kids, it could be from work, it could be for so many things, but I actually use a topical, okay, and this is also one of the options you have in getting in CBD. There's so many variations. There's gummy bears, there's drops, there's vapes, there's so many things, right? I personally do a drop under my tongue 1 time a day, and it lasts over 12 hours. There's a clinical study to back it up if you don't believe me. And 94% is absorbed. That's the reason why I only need it once a day. So I actually get the most bang for my buck. But when it comes to using the topical, if I'm ever sore, bomb. If I ever have a headache, bomb. But what's great about this, you guys, is that when you take it, you would normally take Advil, Tylenol, some kind of pill for a headache, right? Well, that pill is only going to cover up the symptom of pain. Like, you have a headache, now you don't feel it, right? But that's not going to help the inflammation causing the pain. CBD does help you with what's causing the pain. And that is the main game changer in this. We're not just going to cover it up, put a little Band-Aid on it. We're actually going to go in there, heal it, and at the same time make sure it's not hurting. So I love that. Whenever a lady has her cycle and is cramping, people use the topical wherever they're cramping, and it helps. If you have muscle cramps, obviously it's going to help with that too, right? Charlie horses are the devil. I remember when I used to run a lot, I hated getting those. So CBD might help to reduce pain for sure. I have felt it because that's what caught me on to actually try it and to fall in love with it. The fact that it was helping after leg day, game changer. So inflammatory pain is the most common pain that athletes experience. This is the type of pain that occurs when you work your muscles to their max or when you injure yourself. Inflammatory pain is traditionally treated with over-the-counter, non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory drugs like Advil or Aleve. Okay, unfortunately, using those long-term is incredibly detrimental to your health. Excessive use of these painkillers has been tied to heart attacks, strokes, gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney damage, and more. So when I'm telling you that you should probably try CBD, just know I got you. I will hook you up with a discount. I will fill you in on how it can help and change your life. And I promise you, there are no crazy side effects. There's only side benefits. And so that is number 2. It can help reduce pain. Number 3, CBD can promote to help your mood. So if you're not a morning person, guess what? It's probably because you didn't get enough deep sleep. If you're not a morning person, it's probably because you wake up so early that you didn't get enough deep sleep. And so you don't feel rested, you feel groggy, you feel out of it, right? One of the things that most of us struggle with is anxiety or depression. And so this is something that if you Google, I'm sure most of us don't talk about it enough. But mental health is very, very important, you guys. And so omega-3 has been linked to helping depression. Omega-3 is in our CBD. Omega-3 is thebomb.com. But more than that, CBD, when I talk about what I take full spectrum, is using the whole plant, actually adds on over 400 health benefits compared to people who just take an isolated CBD without the terpenes, without the whole plant. Think about a 4-leaf clover. There's all these little add-ons, right? And I'm not super educated on it to preach about it like that, but I know because I've researched, I've made sure that every single person who asks me about, can I try it for this? And I just go, bam, look, here's a result, or here's a testimony, or here's what, a clinical study says. And so I would never share anything that I really don't back up through knowledge and research that I've done myself. I just want you to know that. But it can promote your optimal mood. And I have a friend who has severe depression, has 6 kids, and that can be stressful in itself, right? But has basically told me from one drop, her first attempt, her first try of Ultracell, that it gave her joy. And that totally just made my day, knowing that you can help someone in a way that can really, really help them become their full potential. You know, helping people blossom is my jam. And so helping pull out the greatness in you by being able to help you with something to supplement what's needing repair in the body, or what's broken in the body, or what's on overload in the body. Like I said, CBD comes in and just like puts everything in homeostasis. Like, you're here, girl, you need to be here. You're here, girl, let's bring you back up. So it's awesome. And like I said, I've never ever heard of any side effects like you would with medication. And what I can see Big Farm doing is really just trying to make a synthetic version of it and then just blowing it up in the price tag, and that just sucks, you know? So I really encourage you to just research it. You don't have to believe me, like, please do your own research. But number 4, CBD can help you get a good night's sleep. And so I've kind of dripped that in here in me sharing with you guys. But if you have trouble falling asleep like I do, my brain is like overload at night. It just tends to be like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I think we should wake up now. It's like 9 a.m. No, it's 9 p.m. Crystal, go to bed. And now I think it's also because I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. club like I used to. I really should get back into that. But I literally wake up, you guys, when my eyes open now. And that's one of the blessings of being an entrepreneur. But I do have that, like, you know, just burst of energy that comes at nighttime. And I'm like, oh, that's bad. So if you have trouble falling asleep, we have something which is a booster called Ultra Dream. Besides taking CBD, there is a specific dosage that we give you. What I do is I cut it in half. So I take half in the morning, half in the afternoon. And typically now my body's like starting to calm down, so I can not be awake at 2 a.m. just like scrolling on Instagram or like master planning my day for the next day. It gets crazy. And so CBD can help you get a good night's rest. And that is huge for athletes, because if you don't rest enough, you don't recover fast enough, right? And if you're not rested full enough, you're going to be sore longer. And if you're sore longer, you're not going to perform better, and you're not going to increase in your progress. So all of that is just a trickle effect. And, you know, you got to know that, you know, sleep really affects more than how you perform. It's going to affect how you feel. You're going to feel groggy. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel grumpy. And really not sleeping enough, it's going to hinder your progress. So if your sleep troubles come from pain, anxiety, or another condition, CBD can help. It can help you through sleeping enough, making sure you're getting that REM deep sleep. Limited research suggests that CBD can promote wakefulness. So they haven't touched base on that yet, but I'm sure it's coming, because now that we're allowed to have hemp grown in the state of Texas, and the state of Texas sees that hemp is actually a supplement now, a lot of research is starting to happen. By the way, hemp, I mean, they make t-shirts out of it, they make paper out of it. It's going to help our environment a ton, you guys, more than trees. So I love the fact that the farmers bill passed, and now that they're able to grow it. And so number 5, which is my last one, is CBD can help you lose weight. What? I will repeat that. CBD can help you lose weight. And how does it do that? Okay, it says right here, one study of more than 4,000 adults found that those who use or have used CBD tend to weigh less than non-users. While this study only outlines the link between the whole plant, and new research suggests that CBD itself may promote weight loss through alterations in our fat cells. So they're still studying, like I mentioned. We have a product called the Ultra Burn that I can tell you my mom took on a Sunday, and by Thursday she had dropped 7 pounds. And my mom did not change anything. She works out with me daily. She's, you know, good on her food. She's working on her water. So it wasn't a dramatic change. The only thing she added was the Ultra Burn. And what I love about that is I have a friend who actually had thyroid issues. And we know thyroid can make it difficult to lose weight like your typical person would. And so it's a little bit slower. Well, my friend was about to get thyroid like shots basically, and dropped 13 pounds in a month, and then started to incorporate the burn, and then dropped some more. Now she's like in jeans she wasn't able to wear before. And so it's really remarkable how this can help your body begin to repair or just compensate and really just supplement and make all the difference for an athlete. So if you haven't checked it out and you're an athlete, you're someone who lives a healthy lifestyle, who gets in their time by moving their body, by being active, then you definitely want to consider using a topical, like I said, for soreness and things like that. And then possibly the sublingual, which is going to help you with inflammation inside the body, which is the main reason that that can hinder our progress. So I hope you found this, resourceful, helpful. If you're watching it live, drop a 1 below. If you're watching my replay, drop a 2 below. And if this was helpful for you, then please drop like a fire or something. I want to make sure that, it's adding value to your life, like it's added value to me. And if you have any questions or you want to try a 7-day trial, then just reach out to me and I'm more than happy to like hook you up with a trial. So have an amazing day. Bye guys.